What's going on, people? Geronimo 22 coming back with a little Purdue franchise. If you're still interested, we really had a bad end of the season, man. We just kind of really didn't do well. Let's take a look at what happened. We were in contention to make the playoffs. Was really just playing the computer, and unfortunately, it just went downhill. So you'll see my schedule here. Things were looking well. We were ranked, I think, 17. Went into Washington, lost a really tight game. Penn State, another tight game. I mean, if you see any of the videos on my other channel, the link is below. You'll see how we had throws that were there and just missed. Really bad timing. It really is going to put my quarterback situation up in the air for next year. I don't think I can continue to play with Brown. That's my quarterback. We'll talk about it. And then I missed the game. I really didn't want to lose to Indiana. It was like the last hope of like redemption, and I did not play this game. This is a sim game. So we ended up getting into a bowl game against UTEP. I'll knock that out at some point today. And that's about that. So 8-4, not bad. Hopefully my coach prestige goes up a little bit. So this is the cool thing about this time of year. Talk about some coaching decisions, things that are going on. Like, we got rid of our offensive coordinator, so we are going to go after a different coordinator. We had an air raid guy. I don't know if that makes any difference, but I wanted to also get another coach in there that can be a little different than what I am. I am what do you call it? Tactician. So I'm going after a guy who's a strategist. See if it kind of mixes it up a little bit. Can't hurt. I might actually also look into changing my offense. I love the Louisville offensive playbook. It's pretty good. It's nice and multiple, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on it. When you don't do well and you lose in games that are defensive battles, you might need to look at your offense, right? Losing 16-10 and 13-10 or whatever it is not good. But let's just take a look at signing day. So this is interesting. So this would be fun to take a look if you've been following. Trying to see if anybody who I picked up has, of course, good dev. I mean, that's what we want, right? So we're going to take a look at, hopefully it will tell us. All right, so we're bringing in Siegel. Unfortunately, he's only a normal dev. I was hoping he would be a star. He could be the starting running back for next year. We got an impact player here. Not sure how great he's going to be, but we'll take a look at him. He's coming across. I think I did offer Hasty as a third spot. Just he hasn't accepted yet. We still have a little time in the off season for him to accept. This is early National Signing Day. So first time looking at this with you. Another normal dev. Disappointing there. At least he's a JUCO, so he won't be here for that long. Oh, we lost Jowers. I was hoping I would get this receiver. This kid out of Hawaii was really... didn't have a lot of people on him, but he really didn't have strong... We didn't have strong things he wanted, you know, besides conference prestige. He wanted a little bit more, and it looks like Washington probably came out of swooped in there and took a decent receiver. I mean, not a great receiver, but definitely I think would have been a 4-star kid that could have started. So we just brought in this one kid, Strogan, star development like that. He is 6'5". He's a big body guy, not fast, but he could become that starting X receiver that I like on the left side of my offense to just throw individual concepts to. So take a look at that. Moving along, we didn't win Kramer. Not mad that we lost him to Kentucky. We're still working on another kid. It looks like, oof, Nebraska's coming in here pretty hot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this battle. Oops, my fault. I do need a left tackle, but the good thing is that we do have the what do you call it? The portal. So we'll have time to kind of figure that out. Let's see if Graves, he might end up being a player that plays pretty early. Impact player. Okay, take a look at that. Not bad. I didn't go after any real edge players because in this defense, we don't really need edge players. I did offer a kid pretty late here. I might have to look into scouting him a little bit more and make sure he's actually what we want. But we didn't look at edge players. Defensive tackle, we went hard. Mastered. This guy might end up playing pretty early, even though our D-line is pretty good. Yeah, he's not going to play that early for me. He's going to be a late bloomer, if anything. At least we keep that Indiana pipeline going pretty strong. He's normal dev, disappointing. Impact Dev on Giuliano. All right, didn't even look at who he is. We're just trying to get bodies in. I'm not gonna lie. We are behind when it comes to depth at the defensive tackle position, so we're just getting bodies in there. Not the most exciting recruiting class. Schaub is a kid that I liked. All right, impact player. This kid is normal. Disappointed in Balaj. I was hoping he'd be better. Let's go with the corners. Oh yeah, we did get finally one gem. I like to see that. Levrone, 91 speed, 95 acceleration. Of course, we're just looking at speed and acceleration first. Oh goodness, nothing's changed that way, but you know. And then we have Road Dog, winning time, cleared headed. Love it, love it, love it. Elite. We got ourselves a starting corner. Love it. Bump and run as well. Archetype. Running another kid, another impact player, more of just a nice little depth filler. Might end up, well, no, we'll keep him at corner, 88 speed. Not in love with that, but we'll be okay. Still, didn't get this kid. I didn't know if I really wanted him, but we were in a recruiting battle, lost him to Louisville. All right, well, we're going to need some safeties in the, I think I need 4 safeties if I'm not mistaken. If I look at the prospect list here, it might actually tell me, yeah. I need 6 safeties and I have 0, so that's going to be a problem. We might end up having to move some guys to safety from corner. I'll look at that later. But at least we ended up with a decent class. Oh, let me see what they actually ranked me out real quick. The class was, I mean, if that corner wasn't there, I'd probably have a totally different attitude towards what's going on here, but thank goodness. So we are not obviously in the top 15. I don't think any users in this league. This league is a bunch of 2 stars and lower, so I did have the best class out of all of the users. But the other users are playing with teams worse than mine, like Air Force and JMU, and you know. So first year, the main thing I think I need to realize is, okay, in my school, what am I gonna? I need to take like a screenshot, or since this is a video, I can go back, but like. D-. Ugh, why do I have such a bad grade? But looking at my coaching, where is it at? Prestige is C+. I think with 8 and 4 and a bowl, if I can win a bowl game, I should get to at least a B-, right? Because sometimes I think that would at least keep me at C+, so that I don't lose players for the portal that's important to. The biggest things we have is our conference, academics, and that's pretty much it. I mean, like everything else is like, yeah. And some of this stuff is never going to change. So it is what it is. We are Purdue. We have to come up with a better scheme on offense. Defense is fine. I think we're doing pretty good there. And that's about it. So I want to let you guys see where we're at. And I don't know when my bowl game is coming. This is bowl week number 1. So I guess I can look at my schedule. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll play it. It'll come up. We'll go from there. Hopefully we get my new offensive coordinator, and then I'll take a look. If you guys have any suggestions on books, playbooks that are more of like the Tom Moore indie offense from back in the day, that's kind of like what I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm looking for teams that are a little more like one back oriented, traditional 2x2, 3x1, tight end in line most of the time. And I can get some of that indie. If you know the indie offense, go back and look at some of my other videos on Tom Moore indie. That's what I would love to run in college football. Just hard to find a playbook that kind of can give me that out of stock. So appreciate you guys hanging with your boy. I'll put a link to the recruiting sheet in this video. I updated it in the last one, but if you want the recruiting sheet that I'm going to use going into season 2 here pretty soon, just download it for free. And I'll talk to you later, man. If you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Peace.